Good morning, Cypress Village residents. This is your Executive Director, Ty Morgan. Welcome to Virtual Coffee Chat. Today is Friday, September 19th, and it is spectacular weather outside. So hopefully all you residents have been enjoying this weather this week and today. And if not, try and get outside today and get some exercise and get some movement in and really enjoy that fresh air. It is beautiful. We've got a lot of information on tap for you today. So again, thank you for all our loyal viewers at home, as well as our very loyal viewers actually in person coffee chat. So a big hello and good morning to all of you. And I will see you to wrap it up with a few points of my own. Thanks for tuning in.
Good morning, Cypress. Quick update, some good news. Dave Green will be back on Tuesday of next week. So kind of come at him slow and easy because he's going to have a lot to catch up on. Green roof, put some plants up there, started plants yesterday. Furniture will be here next week, so we're trying to wrap this thing up by the end of September. I know it sounds like a broken record, but that is the goal. And concrete work, we've done a lot of concrete grinding throughout the community, mostly around the lake, and they're still working on that. And we've done a lot of wood repairs throughout the community as well. So that's work in progress. Should be wrapping all that up as well before the end of the month. Blinds in the loon's nest, they are being replaced this week. So that should be wrapped up this week. And other than that, have a great weekend and y'all be safe. Thank you.
Hello, Cypress Village. This is Laurel Mundell, your Director of Administrative Services. We had an excellent community meeting this week. I know the recording of that Katie is working on, and we will have it posted on YouTube, our YouTube channel, by Monday at the latest, although it might be there before. And then also all of the same information will be in writing in the administrative newsletter, which will probably be out around the same time. So look forward to that. If you did miss the meeting, for those of you that were there, it was a great turnout, a lot of good questions in advance and at the meeting. So I really am thankful that you all are embracing this new format, showing up, bringing your very relevant questions, and it's a help to all of us. At community meeting, I touched on a few different things, one of them being Comcast. So I just wanted to make sure everyone hears the same thing I told the group at community meeting. Again, so there's been a lot of work done on the infrastructure in the building and to the building so that we are ready to accept the fiber cabling that's going to be coming in. Once that is finalized, and within the next 2 weeks is what they told me, they will let me know an install date. The install date will again cause interruptions, but we'll know that well in advance because we'll also need to have our IT team here as well to assist with that. So there will be some coordination is all that I'm saying there. So you'll know well in advance. And we expect that anywhere between 30 and 60 days, you know, with Comcast, it can flex a little bit. So we shall see then. And then as soon as I know, I will let you all know. But in the meantime, things should be working normal for your services and for our community internet. I wanted to just give a little shout out and to Maze Barnett. She had just updated her email address, and she was letting everyone know in the staff world. And I went to go check the community app to see whether she had updated her information there, and she has. So just kudos to Maze. And I want to remind everyone that it's your profile on the app. So if at any time you want to update your email address, add your picture, go the extra mile, add some biographical information. There's all sorts of areas there that you can fill out if you so desire. If you're serving on a committee or on the Residents Advisory Council, in a club, you're a club leader or group leader, put that information on there. That way, when residents are searching on the app for things, they'll see your name pop up or your information pop up and know that they can reach out to you for those types of things. So that's just we're gonna keep getting better and better with this whole app thing. But kudos to Maze for updating your information. And then lastly, I touched on this at community meeting as well, but our survey time has come to a close already. They're still getting more surveys that were mailed in by the deadline, which was last week. But already we're at a community-wide participation rate of 90%, which is incredible. The last time that we took this survey was in 2023 For those of you who were here and remember, we were coming out of COVID. A lot of the things what we normally would do were just reopening at the time. So it was a real challenge to get high participation at the time because I know those of us who really, were feeling for the staff and who love us felt bad about putting their real thoughts down. So we had a really low participation rate that year. So I'm so happy to see now that we're back in action, that high feedback number. And it looks like we'll probably have that information, the analytics of it all, by November or so. That's usually how long it takes that company to go through everyone's information. They put it in a really cool graph for us, a lot of analytics, a lot of themes and action items and stuff like that. It's a really good report once we get it, but it just takes time. So we'll know more probably in November about what all of that information is, and then we'll have a plan of action to share that with you all, as well as make some changes based off of the feedback that you've provided. So just stay tuned for more toward the end of this year. That was all that I have for you this week. It's a short week in terms of updates since we had community meeting, but I will know that I will have more for you next week. Have a great day, and I'll see you around the village.
Good morning, Cypress Village. It's me, Natalie, the Director of Environmental Services. I just want to give you all a great big thank you for our Environmental Services Week appreciation. I and the staff have appreciated every minute of your kindness and generosity. Thank you so much. The banner that we have outside the office will remain there through Monday. If you would like to sign it, that'd be great. I will hang it in the office as a reminder of all the love that you give us. Thank you so much. Change of direction. The D trash room are very small. If you please would take your larger items that don't go down the chute to the C trash room. I know it's a little walk, but sometimes you fill that room and we can't even open the door to get the trash out. So please take that little walk and take it down to the C trash room. Also, I would like to remind you, next week is our grand unveiling of the Wiz, our vacuum bot. He will be here, and I hope you guys check it out and enjoy him while he's here, which is forever. He is going to be vacuuming the upper floors. There's a lot of stuff on the first floor. He might not be as smart as we want him to be. So we'll just use him on the empty floors where he can get everything on a regular basis. So we will probably be running him more close to the evening hours. That way he doesn't get in your way whenever you're trying to walk down the hallway and you don't have to talk to an inanimate object, but and excuse yourself trying to get by him. But we'll work it out in order to make it the best use of the friend that we're now gonna have. I hope y'all have a great day, and I'll see you around the village.
All right, hello Cypress residents. Have some updates for you. We're getting into that time of year where the leaves are falling from the trees, getting those cleaned up and getting prepped for mulch season. With that said, it's also that time of the year where the grass is going to sort of slow down, so we will be concentrating more on the details of the property. This is an example, this week is an example. We're not mowing much of the property this week, maybe some small areas, but other than that, we are just doing details all week, and we're moving pretty fast. The guys are finishing up on Middleton Park West right now. Our spray team spraying for weeds. Hopefully this is the last round that we'll have to spray weekly, and we should be able to move, maybe once a month with the weeds. They finished Gordonia yesterday. We'll finish Silkvine and William Davis by the end of the week. And then they'll head to West. So by the end of the month, the whole property should have a good round of spray for the weeds. With that said, the leaves are dropping. We don't do leaf removal every day, so just be patient with us. We get to every house, we do some leaf removal maybe once a month. It might go, increments might be a little closer, come December or somewhere around there. Yeah. Also, flowers are going in on the 23rd and 24th. With that said, on Monday, if any of you would like to keep any of the flowers that we will be removing and basically taking to the dump, You are more than welcome on Monday to go to any one of the beds and take whatever flowers that you want. New flowers will be installed on Tuesday and Wednesday. And those flowers are only in the common areas of the property. There's quite a few of them out there. There's quite a few areas. Let's make sure we're not taking any resident flowers out of their beds. Other than that, that's it. Keep sending your work orders in. We are caught up on almost every single work order. Irrigation, we have a lot of work going on East, so our irrigation tech has been tied up on Middleton Park East right now, but I am pulling him here and there to take care of any other issues that come in while he's there. Other than that, have a great weekend.
Good morning, everyone. This is Michaela Balke from Dining, and first of all, the favorite thing of the week, the drink of the week in Loon's Nest. It is a pumpkin spice white Russian to kick off fall. It'll be $5. It has vodka, Kahlua, heavy cream, pumpkin spice, and pumpkin puree. Sounds really good. If I could drink, I would be buying a bunch of those. You'd have to roll me out of the bar. Last week I touched on dining orientation for residents. It would be once a month. It's something Emma, Christy, and I are partnering with Katie and Laurel to put together for the residents and new residents and existing residents. So it's just something we're trying to do. It'll probably be held in Lakeside, and it'll just be something where you can get more information, get to know management, get to know banquets, get to know ordering, the app, reservations, you name it, we'll help you with it. And what? And when is it going to start? And we're trying to shoot for it starting next month, so stay tuned for more information on that. So during community meeting, a few people brought some concerns about the takeout boxes we have and them being eco-friendly or not. So the large and small boxes themselves we have are eco-friendly. You can recycle them, but we are working on looking into eco-friendly to-go soup cups. So stay tuned for those, but we did just get some new coffee cups in, paper cups with recyclable lids, and we got the sleeves for them because many people have been asking for those. Those coffee cups are really hot, trust me. Burn my fingers. Some new menu item. Oh wait, as you know, we have been, instead of changing up the whole menu in all the different dining venues, we have been swapping out or like adjusting new items in and just flipping it all around and trying some new stuff out based on resident feedback and how much things sell and how much they aren't selling. So we just did that with Loon's Nest. We implemented it on Wednesday. So make sure you keep the feedback coming and let us know how everything is. And just a reminder, menu chat is from 3 to 3:30 this Wednesday in Lakeside. We have been receiving some feedback that the acoustics are not good enough in the area, so we're gonna try it out in the corner or like the back of Lakeside where it's not as loud and traveling sounds. But other than that, that is all I have. So have a great rest of your day, everyone. Have a good weekend.
Good morning, everybody. This is Tyler with Dining Services. I just have a brief update kind of regarding the same topic, but in different ways. First thing I would like to do is announce that our Associate Director, Debbie Millsaps, has put in her resignation, and that will be effective as of September 26th. So we wish her the best. It's, a decision she didn't take lightly, but, overall it's for some things that she needs to focus on outside of this place, and that's what's most important. So we do wish her the best, and we will be looking at filling that role as soon as we can with the most qualified candidate. Aside from that, we have been interviewing for the executive chef position, and that has led us through some ups and downs, and as of today, we have interviewed a candidate that we find very promising. So we are going to be following up with that individual next week, and we should have word pretty soon as to whether or not we will have a new chef coming our way. The last thing I wanted to touch on is the supervisor vacancy. You know, we had Michaela who took the promotion and has been doing great. We need to find somebody to kind of, for her to grow. And we also have a pretty promising lead there that actually comes from within the department itself. So those are, you know, good and bad in their own ways, but they are ultimately changes that we are hoping to see some benefits from, and maybe some, you know, refreshing changes as well. So you all just thank you for everything. Keep on sticking with us, and we'll do our best to, you know, keep things going for you all as well as we possibly can. So thank you.
Hi, Cypress Village residents. Welcome to Cypress Village Coffee Chat. I'm Brianne, your director of CLS, and I'm here to talk about this week's upcoming events. The first event up this week is actually tonight at 7 p.m. It's live music with Hilly Billy, so make sure to stop by and come see him there. On Saturday, September 20th, we've got live music with Jean Nordan at 7 p.m. in Eager Hall. Monday, September 22nd, we've got the Jack Speaks lecture from the Beaches Museum. Jonathan Wolf will be here giving a lecture at 2:30 p.m. in Egret Hall. Also, Monday, September 22nd, we've got the Bocce Ball informational meeting at 4:30 p.m. in the Marsh Media Lounge. And last but not least, we've got Thursday, September 25th, we've got Craft Corners with Jay. She's doing paint with diamonds in B3. If you have any questions at all, please feel free to come find me. I'm in the Veterans Lobby, and I will see you guys next week. Bye.
We walked across America.
Good morning, villagers. Ashley Miller here, your Director of Resident Services. I hope you all have had a wonderful week, and just a couple updates from the Wellness Center. Come by today from 10:30 to 12 o'clock for breakfast and BPs. Breakfast will be sponsored by Total Foot Care and Wellness, and of course, Nurse Patty will be down to take all of your blood pressures. Don't forget to bring a friend. And also, don't forget to stop by the Marsh Media Lounge today at 2 p.m. for an informal meet and greet with our new Director of Innovative Home Services, Kim, as well as our newly appointed Office Manager, Heather, and of course, Nurse Patty will be there too. Light refreshments and appetizers will be available to you as you mix and mingle, so don't forget to come down and join us today at 2 o'clock. Looking forward to seeing you all there. Caregiver Support Group will be back with Bobby on Tuesday, September 23rd at 3 p.m. in room A6. And Guardian Pharmacy will be back in the Wellness Center on Wednesday, September 24th from 9 till 12 p.m. And the medication cycle pickup will be for Tower A and the houses. And if you are still interested in registering for your flu and COVID shot, please do so before October 1st. If you need any assistance in getting your submission in for your registration, please come down to the Wellness Center, and Christy and I would be happy to help you out. And our daily dose of wellness. Just wanted to share a quote that I recently came across that really struck me, and I hope that you enjoy it. Stop waiting to feel ready. Ready is not a feeling, it is a decision. I love that. I love you all too. I hope you have a wonderful weekend, and I'll see you around the village.
All right, I'm back, and the first item I wanted to touch on was we had a very successful community meeting last week. We had I would say a full house of residents, a very robust agenda, a lot of information covered. Any residents that were unable to attend, we will be putting it out on video, as well as a lot of the content will be captured in the newsletter. So if you don't watch the video or get to see the recording, you can still capture all that information in the newsletter, which is coming up. So I think that's going to be Monday, early next week. So more to come on that. I did want to mention we had an interview on Wednesday with an executive chef that probably was one of the better chefs we have interviewed in the past. And We're pretty excited about this potential candidate. We have another interview or two scheduled between now and next week, but it was very, very exciting for me to at least share with you that this interview we had this week was a very qualified candidate. So more to come on that. Just thought I'd let everybody know that. We did say a big farewell to Connie Hickman, who has been our assisted living director for the last couple years. She had done a great job up there, and we were sorry to see her go. Connie, big thank you again, and we wish her very well. Yesterday, we actually, Sarah, Ninya, and myself had a pretty rigorous budget conference call with all of our LCS regional supporters, as well as presidents, vice presidents, finance, accounting, all of those number crunchers. And Sarah did a great job, as usual, with the operational budget. It is not final. Once we get closer to a final budget, we will meet with the resident council and present to them our budget for 2026. So more to come on that. Great news, Mr. Dave Green is actually going to be coming back a little early. He's going to be back next Tuesday, and he has very strict limitations on what he can do. So I'm presuming that Dave is going to spend the majority of his time in his office, probably not getting around too much, definitely not lifting anything or doing anything too strenuous. But big day for us here at the Village on Tuesday. Dave will be back, so if you want to give him a call or an email, he would surely appreciate it. So Dave, we're looking forward to having you back on Tuesday. We have missed you. Glad you're doing well as well. I did mention this somewhere regarding the green roof. We are really, really close to completion. By the end of the day today, the majority of the plantings and shrubbery should be up there. I don't know if it'll be in its final location, but at least we will have some live greenery up there. In addition to that, the furniture, as I've shared with the Village on multiple occasions and multiple channels, will be delivered next week. So once we have the final furniture delivery, all the plantings are in place, the green roof will officially open. I know Brianne is working on a ribbon cutting / grand opening for the space, and it's looking like it's going to be an evening cocktail party over the stars on the roof. So, and we haven't named it yet either, so the official name of the green roof is coming as well. Katie won't tell me when or what it is, but just suspenseful, keeping the suspense going. Resident recognition. This week, we got a couple of veterans we're going to recognize. I love my veterans, and we all love our veterans. But we have two special individuals that I wanted to recognize this week. One of which is Roger Argelis. He's actually the chair of the Veterans Committee, and he has put together a very special opportunity for our veterans to be commemorated in the local Jacksonville Veterans Museum. I wanted to make sure I got that right. That is going to be a full day affair here at Cypress Village, or 2 days, my understanding is, where they're going to be coming out, interviewing and videoing a certain number of residents that are veterans here at Cypress. So congratulations to you all, and Roger, thank you for that. That's going to be a interesting day, and can't wait to see it. And then our second veteran, I wanted to recognize Bill Peterson. Bill Peterson spoke at the community meeting this week, and he is working on setting up a volunteer program to really just be very community engaged in regards to different things around the community that residents can participate in, support, help, and really make the village a better place. So Bill, I want to thank you for that effort, but additionally, just this morning before we filmed, I saw Bill coming in and his hair was all spiked up and he was kind of sweaty and looked like he went to the gym, and I said, hey, what's going on, Bill? He's like, I was just fishing out garbage out of the lake. So Bill, we appreciate what you're doing, and I think that servant leadership will go a long way in regards to getting more volunteership around the village, but a huge thank you to you two gentlemen this week. Trivia winner, oh man, they're back in the winner's circle, and we've got Who Knows, as the trivia winners this week. Congratulations to that group of residents. I don't have a picture of the name, so I can't relay those today, but oh, I'm sorry, I said who knows. I can't even read. The real winners, scratch that, rewind, Katie cut. The trivia winners this week were the Whiz Kids. So, man, that was I'm sure I was getting tomatoes thrown at me for a second there, but our trivia winners last week were Whiz Kids. Congrats to all of you winners this week, and I love that internal competition, I really do. And last but not least, let's roll into birthday wishes. Let's see who we have on the 19th. We have a couple. We have Mr. Ian Barbanel and Shirley Leo. Happy birthday to you two. On the 20th, we've got a soul birthday gal, and her name is Gloria Wintrud. Gloria, happy birthday to you. On the 21st, we got a handful of birthday wishes to give. We've got Miss Ethel Wilson, Margie Herklotz, sorry, Marge, Frosty Roberts, Tom Keith, Chuck Lynch. A lot of great people on the 21st. Happy birthday to you all. We don't have any birthdays on the 22nd. On the 23rd, we've got a handful, though. We've got Mr. Herb Cork, Miss Nancy June, Sue Ellen Pinkerton, and Rebecca Cameron. Happy birthday to you four, I'm sorry. On the 24th, we've got a couple. We've got Ingrid Prosser and Miss Emily Beckham. Happy birthday, Ingrid and Emily. On the 25th, we've got Mr. Rob Zellers and our CV historian, Mr. Michael Booten. Happy birthday to you two gentlemen on the 25th. And I will cap it off on the 26th with a birthday gal, and her name is Sarah Lee. Happy birthday to Sarah Lee on the 26th. Residents, that's going to cap off another episode of Virtual Coffee Chat. Thank you all for tuning in. Appreciate everything, and God bless you. Have a great weekend. Take care.